5 and 5 by 25 is a corporate initiative created by SAP to target 5% each of our addressable spend with social enterprises as well as with diverse businesses by 2025. In setting this target, SAP aims to inspire organizations around the world to buy more goods and services from purposeful suppliers, making a positive collective impact on the society they are operating in.
In December 2006, I was challenged by then Director of Community Development of Business Objects to source a caterer who was also a social enterprise. I brought on Potluck Cafe Society. In the first 4 months in 2007, as one of our preferred suppliers, Potluck Society's revenue increased by 50% year over year. To date, SAP has spent approximately over $500,000 with Potluck Society. Our relationship has enabled them to scale their operations. This is why 5 and 5 by 25 initiative is so important. By creating a clear benchmark for companies, SAP is encouraging organizations to source from social enterprises and from diverse suppliers. Business will benefit from having a diverse and inclusive supply chain.
IKEA launched Social Enterprise Partnership in 2012. Today, our partnerships are more than global, but the first 3 years were the pilot years, where we wanted to learn more about the partnerships, which model of the business is more suitable in terms of scaling these partners. We connected them with our first 3-year partners so that they can be mentored and coached by looking into different processes, but also in terms of sourcing key raw materials for the products. The second part of it also in the journey, which we realized early, that we have to teach them about our core IKEA democratic design principles, which is about price, form, sustainability, quality, and availability. And that is very much needed when they were doing this journey from scaling from being small to doing global products. The third part of it also in the journey, which we realized, is that we need to sort of look into how we upskill them and make them more efficient. One example is our partner in Jordan River Foundation, where we started extremely small, close to around 80 women. And the partner focuses on integration of refugees, women, with the host community. Today, after nearly 4.5 years, we are close to around 250 women, and they're producing close to around 300,000 cushions.
There are several ways in which our partnership with IKEA has impacted the way we work. Most importantly, it has provided much needed work and employment right in the villages where our artisans are. Secondly, through our process of working with IKEA, what we have ensured is that some artisans who show leadership, they are able to take on, more responsibilities. We give them training to become craft managers, quality checkers, and so they're able to rise up. And equally important is the fact that all the artisans we work with are apart from being workers, are also shareholders and owners in our company. So our company is owned by over 2,000 artisans, and 85% of them are rural women. Women who for the first time have had the chance to become, to invest in something. Working with IKEA has really motivated us to dream big. We never thought that products co-created so beautifully in remote villages of India would reach homes all over the world.
In the last 4 or 5 years, especially in the last 2 years, we've been the fastest growing coffee business in the UK. And it's with partners like SAP that we're really allowed to kind of grow and expand into different markets and make a difference to the world that we live in, just through organisations changing what coffee they purchase. You can focus on your bottom line on making profits, but also doing good. And when organisations decide to buy social, they're fundamentally deciding to build a better world. And if it can be as easy as using the Ariba platform to look at a range of products and SKUs of, in our case, coffee or water or AV equipment or whatever the case may be, and just choosing a social alternative, as long as the quality, the price, and the convenience to purchase that product is still there, then with a social product, there's an upside. Just by changing the SKU or the line item that procurement person chooses, we can absolutely have the same benefits to the bottom line, make profit, the same product to the employees of the company that person's purchasing for, but fundamentally help people around the world, which we wouldn't normally get to help if that person hadn't made that choice.
Jaipur Rugs is a social business that works in home decor space, and our vision is to transform the entire consumer experience by connecting the end consumer directly with the weavers. We work with 40,000 women artisans working from their homes in 600 villages, and we export our handmade rugs to more than 60 countries. This is an incredible initiative because we believe that these kind of interventions will help create more high impact partnerships with Fortune 500 companies and large corporations with social enterprises. And if these social enterprises works with these Fortune 100 companies, then there are more economic stability created for these women who work from their homes in villages. There are more livelihood opportunities created, and we can not only create a safety net by creating livelihood opportunities and financial independence in communities, but we can also help sustain these dying art forms.
WEConnect International is a global network that connects women-owned businesses to qualified buyers around the world. We were created by large organizations like SAP that care about where and how they spend their money, and they want to build inclusive value chains. WEConnect International is facilitating buyer access and demystifying how to find and do business with women-owned enterprises. To that end, we launched a new network, the We Community platform, this past fall in partnership with SAP Ariba. This network makes it very easy and intuitive for women-owned businesses to connect with buyers. It's easy for suppliers to register for free, to get certified in almost 50 countries as women's business enterprises, and to compete for business. We make it easy for buyers to find women-owned businesses. It's a truly global platform with content available in 10 languages. The 5 and 5 by 25 initiative sets a stake in the ground and creates an aggressive benchmark for businesses. This will create immense opportunity for women-owned businesses in our network. We know this can be done. We know how to move billions of dollars each year into the hands of women by making it easier for supply and demand to connect, and making this a more inclusive and transparent process.
MovingWorlds is solving the problem of bringing corporate procurement into the social enterprise sphere and vice versa in 4 concurrent ways. The first one is by partnering with corporations to understand the value that social enterprises bring into the corporate sector. The second piece is our global network of professionals from corporations as well as from on their own. We have a global community of people volunteering their skills and expertise to build the capacity of social enterprises. The third pillar is our institute, which is our professional development program that helps people working across all sectors understand how social enterprise principles and partnerships can be developed in any sector. The fourth pillar is its S-Grid program. The S-Grid program launched in the middle of the COVID crisis in partnership with SAP is designed to help social enterprises access the skills, know-how, and connections that enable social enterprises to find the right people within corporations to sell to, as well as to help develop their own capacity so that they can deliver on those contracts. By 2025, MovingWorlds is focusing on developing a more sustainable and equitable economy. And we know that the only way that a more sustainable and equitable economy is possible is if social enterprises are a part of that. If we can properly invest in all these new entities that are incorporating to prioritize environmental and social good now, then we'll truly be able to achieve some of our goals for a more sustainable and equitable society by 2025.
We believe very strongly it's given us the confidence that if, by working together with IKEA, we can really grow sustainably. And it's given us the confidence to also reach out to other markets. Apart from IKEA, we can match, we can produce the goods on time, we can make them in the quality that's required, and at the same time make beautiful handcrafted products for the world.
Today, we are impacting directly through our social enterprise partnership close to around 28,000 jobs, impacting close to around 150,000 families. And our ambition is that by 2025, we make it fourfold, close to around 95,000 jobs. There is our other aspect of our organization also, Social Enterprise BV, which is our hybrid model where they support social businesses in very early stage of their inception through knowledge and know-how, through financial tools, how they can make them ready to face the world of business. So we have, in fact, both from a business perspective and also from our social enterprise BV perspective, join forces together to look into V from business, how we can look into scalable social businesses, and then also from how we can sort of impact beyond IKEA. And you can see how we have sort of built the ecosystem of social enterprises and social businesses with our collaboration, with our partnerships.
This next decade is going to be the decade of social procurement. We're being told that, if organizations are buying social now, then they're at a competitive advantage. If they're not buying social within the next 4 or 5 years, then they're going to be at a competitive disadvantage. So that gives me a lot of hope that actually people are starting to take note of this paradigm shift that we're in.
Well, based on early pilots in selected markets, SAP estimates it could direct up to 60 million of its addressable global spend per year to social and diverse suppliers by 2025. The importance of purpose to the business is here to stay. Ignoring it will mean being left behind by employees, by customers, and increasingly important, investors are looking at it more and more. Not only your procurement teams, but also buyers across your lines of business will be energized, knowing that the purchasing decisions they make each day have a direct impact on improving lives and helping the environment. What we are seeing here is undeniable value plus. We are spending hundreds of millions year by year. Why wouldn't we spend it with those that create a social impact? It's achievable, it's important to society. This is pure value plus, so please go for it.